Not good. So, what's the other one you could use? Rostow. Very good. Okay. It's also called the international trade approach. Okay, or Rostow. Okay, this one's going to be developed in the 1950s. Rostow truly believed that you could have an LDC become an MDC. If you remember, okay, it was something like this. Look familiar, hopefully. Okay, good. You have to start with a traditional society, which basically means an LDC. Primitive, okay, lack of technology, etc. Okay. They actually have to be, okay, sort of, I would say touched by an outside, okay, MDC probably. Okay, this is going to be when an MDC, okay, comes in, okay, and really they point out the takeoff industry. Okay, so somebody comes in and actually says, hey, do you have any idea what, okay, you could get for that black stuff in the sand? Okay, that's oil. You could be rich. Okay, the next one is going to be your preconditions. Preconditions for takeoff. Okay, this is when you have usually a group of businessmen, sort of elite people, that are going to start to organize things. They're going to start to create infrastructure. Infrastructure, again, is a word that they like to use and people forget what it means. These are the structures that must go in before buildings. So we're talking electricity, water, sewer, roads, bridges, airports, ports, etc. Okay. At that point, okay, you're actually going to have, okay, elite, okay, business, and political, okay, emerge. So you're actually going to have people that start to have power, and they are going to begin the actual takeoff industry. Okay, this is going to be when they use, okay, their preconditions for takeoff. Okay, and hopefully you're going to have rapid growth. Okay, selling to who? Yeah, MDCs. Okay. Good examples of this. Okay, let's just throw them out there real quick. The Asian, dragons, tigers, dragons, etc. Okay, what are they? Okay, Singapore, Hong Kong, Taiwan, South Korea. Good. Okay. So what was their takeoff industry? Okay, sort of technology. It was labor. Yeah, they had a huge labor pool of really hardworking people. Okay, and what did they produce? Small, very good, electronics. Okay, good. So at this point, that is when all of those small electronics here would start bringing in money. Okay, all of that money is going to be reinvested. So you are going to reinvest, okay, the money in the local community. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Reinvest in the local community, and you're actually going to have, I think this is important for you to think about, really, cumulative causation. Now, we didn't learn cumulative causation until chapter 11. Okay, cumulative causation is the idea that you're going to bring in one basic industry, that's an export. They're going to bring in a lot of money, and then that money is going to go to, okay, creating other businesses in the area. So like a grocery store, fire department, maybe theaters, okay, things like that, you're going to have this build up. As long as you are bringing in money from the exports, you're going to start to see businesses develop locally. However, if for some reason your takeoff industry fails and you do not bring in, okay, stuff from the outside, okay, money from the outside, then you likely are not going to have any of this cumulative causation. Lester, question?
What's the fourth dragon?
Oh, I'm sorry. South Korea. Uh-huh. Okay, so they reinvest, okay, and when they reinvest, this is going to be called the drive to maturity. Okay, that drive to maturity is when you're going to have a lot of technology. Okay, you are going to have, I'm going to use the word non-basic. You're going to have non-basic industries that develop. Okay, again, I couldn't have used that word until we had chapter 11. Okay, non-basic, remember, are going to be also really important word here I want to throw out there, ancillary. Ancillary means supportive, okay, or goes along with. Okay. The word ancillary is not used necessarily in your textbook, but you'll see ancillary services basically means non-basic. Those are going to be the things that are created to support the workers that are working in your takeoff industry. It could also be things that are actually supporting your basic industry. So if you remember, basic industry is totally export, the money's coming in from the outside. Non-basic is being actually created for the community, okay? And sometimes that goes into making the basic sector manufacturing products. Okay, so drive to maturity. Okay, you also are going to end up actually seeing maybe some sort of culture that develops. Okay, education improves, healthcare improves. Okay, this is a time of a lot of growth. Okay, and then last one is age of mass consumption. Okay, they are actually going to develop sort of a international advantage in trade. So they're going to actually start to see, hey, I can set the prices of this takeoff industry, okay, whatever I want. I'm going to actually be able to exploit others at this point. And the age of mass consumption means they're actually starting to import the things that they want, okay? Usually that means pop culture. Okay? They're going to move away from being a primary or secondary sector type of place to being almost exclusively tertiary. Okay? And I would say also probably MDC. Now, there are some weaknesses to this. Whoa. There we go. What are the major weaknesses? Okay, first of all, good. You rely on an MDC. Okay, first of all, the MDC has to give you funding, okay, for the takeoff and the preconditions, so infrastructure, which means you'll likely owe them. You also are relying on them to even point out and have a high demand for the takeoff, which brings us to another one of the weaknesses. What if you don't have a takeoff industry? See if I can zoom in a little. Okay, not everyone is going to be able to find a takeoff industry because we have uneven resources. Okay, good example, if you have nothing but sand in your country, you cannot sell sand as your takeoff industry. It's just not going to work, okay? I know. All those sandboxes out there in high demand, okay, but it's not going to work. So uneven resources basically means, okay, no MDC is ever going to find any interest in you, okay, and therefore, okay, you are not going to develop. Now, sand is one example, but you can also think of other things. What if the only thing you actually create is, say, a crop that's already created in the United States? this brings up another weakness. Okay, you cannot compete in a stagnant market. Okay, or a market that's already flooded. Okay, so for example, if you develop, I don't know, corn. Okay, the United States develops a corn crop. Okay, that is going to be much more reasonably priced, especially for MDCs. You are not going to be able to use corn as your takeoff industry. So if, for example, you're going to use agriculture as a takeoff, what type of agricultural product, one extra credit point, whoever can come up with it, what type of agricultural product would you specialize in as a takeoff industry? Instead of that like regular old, what? Not luxury. Yep. What's that? No? Yeah, what do you think? Okay, acai berries, you guys are on the right track. What do we call those?
Grapefruit.
What did you say? Okay, you're right, you're on the right track. Non-traditional agricultural export.
Sugar.
NTAE. Okay, a non-traditional agricultural export. Okay, this is from chapter 10. If you remember, this is basically the idea. Okay, if you only have corn, you don't want to sell corn because everybody else, okay, the market's already flooded, the price of corn is going to be really low. You cannot develop your country based on that one thing. But if you have something strange and unique, okay, and in high demand like pomegranates or acai berries or, oh, I don't know, almond oil or whatever, okay, it's something that's going to be exotic and strange and weird, passion fruit, okay, things that you can make a lot of money off of. By the way, you can find a lot of those non-traditional agricultural exports in the Mediterranean. Okay, agriculture. So, grapes, okay, are a good example. By the way, what do we call that when the soil type actually has an influence on the taste of food? A lot of times those non-traditional agricultural exports like olives and grapes and coffee. What do you think? Terroir, very good. Not terrier. Look at the root word on the AP exam. Look at root words. Okay, terror. Okay, think of the word terra. Right, Terra Nova, terracing, territory. What is terra? Earth. It's ground, right? Okay, it's actually the Earth's ground. Good. Yeah, question? Oh, yeah. How about a pen? Okay. You told me to throw it. Okay. Moving on. Hey, at least it wasn't spam. Okay. What are the other... Guys, we talked about Asian dragon strikers. There's one other example. Okay, Alex Wang is the 5th Asian dragon. Good, but what else? What about the... Oil. The Arabian Peninsula and their oil export. Oil is going to be their takeoff industry. We looked at the pictures of Dubai and how ridiculously just crazy, rapid, okay, urban, expensive luxury growth, okay, that they've had. So when we're talking about the Arabian Peninsula, okay, it's not all countries in the Middle East. It's going to be particularly on the Arabian Peninsula, and they're going to have oil. So don't be surprised if you see the United Arab Emirates or Kuwait, or a lot of times they'll actually use, okay, Dubai as an example. Good? Okay. I think, check my notes.